Welcome to the race brief for the IRONMAN 70.3 Antalya, Türkiye. Let's have a look at your schedule. On Friday, the 31st of October, the expo is open from 10 in the morning till 8 p.m. The same for the merchandise store. Registration from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Kids registration at the same time, and there'll be a bike course tour from 1 in the afternoon to 4 in the afternoon at the Land of Legends North Gate entrance. The Parade of Legends will happen from 6 until 7 at the Land of Legends Chateau stage, and the Welcome Banquet will be at the theme park Land of Legends from 7 until 10. Your schedule continues on Saturday, expo from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., merchandise store the same, official training swim between 9 and 10 a.m. in the morning, pre-race training session between 10 and 11, registration open from 10 in the morning till 5 p.m. in the afternoon, Iron Kids registration from 10 until 2:30, 10:30 to 11, last race update, bike check-in between 1 and 7 in the afternoon at the Kadria Beach Park, and then of course Iron Kids between 3 and 4:30 at the Land of Legends finish line. Sunday, race day. Transition opens at 6 in the morning till 7:45 at Kadria Beach Park. Swim start from 8, and we expect the last athlete in the water by 8:45. Your expo is open from 9 in the morning till 6 in the evening at the Land of Legends Chateau. Merchandise, much the same. First finisher expected on the finish line at the Land of Legends at the Chateau at around about 11:45 in the morning. Flower ceremony will be between 1 and 1:30 in the afternoon. 3 until 6 is bike checkout. Once you finish the race, please check out. And then 6:30 to 8:30, the awards ceremony and slot allocation for the IRONMAN 70.3 World Championship. And most importantly, don't forget the Legends Party from 8:30 on the Chateau stage at the Land of Legends. Please note, no merchandise store on Sunday, only a small souvenir shop with limited merchandise products. Your registration times: Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. What you'll need is a photo ID, your annual license issued by a recognized triathlon organization. If you don't have one, you'll have to request a day license for €15 when you register. You need to sign the waiver received by email or on site and show your QR code, which was sent via email as a printout or on your phone. At registration, you'll receive your athlete's wristband, your backpack, your bib number, your race number, your sticker set for bike, helmet, bags, and wristband, your swim caps, your 3 transition bags, and your athlete's t-shirt. The reverse of your bib is as important as the front, possibly more so. Please make sure you turn your bib around and fill in all the information requested on the back, such as your name, your physical address, your emergency contact person, and please make sure that's not someone racing, with their contact number, any health risk factors you might have, any medication you're on, and if you have any allergies. Medical and contact information must be filled in, and please make sure you have medical insurance in place for race injuries. So bike check-in will require that you make sure all your bags are labeled and you've put your stickers on your bike. Please make sure to wear your bib number when coming to check your bike in, and put it in your bag after you enter transition. Show your bike and your helmet to the referee so they do not have to touch your equipment. Show that your brakes work and that your chin strap of your helmet fastens properly. Put your bags on the hanger according to your bib number. Place your bike on the rack according to your bib number. And don't leave anything on your bike. Don't leave your helmet, your glasses, or your bib number on the bike. And don't leave anything on the floor either. And please note, it's not allowed to cover your bike overnight. Let's have a look at the bike check-in stickers. Your helmet sticker goes on the very front of your helmet. Make sure you have your sticker properly on the bike, on the stem of your saddle post. You'll get 3 bag stickers for transition bags and your white bag, and you'll get an additional sticker for your pump or other equipment if you want to mark them. Please do not mark your bags in any other form other than your race sticker. When checking in your blue bag, hang it on the racks in transition during the bike check-in at Kadria Beach Park. Inside your blue bag should be your bib number, your helmet, your glasses, bike shoes, bike gear, socks, nutrition if it's not strapped to your bike, and remember some sunscreen. After changing your bike gear, you have to put your wetsuit and swim gear into the blue bag and put it back on the rack according to your bib number. Helmet and bib number need to be placed inside the blue bag and need to be checked in with the bike, please. Your red bag hangs in the racks in transition, and it is checked in at the Land of Legends. Must include your running shoes, running clothes, cap, and sunscreen. After changing into your run gear, you have to put your helmet and your bike gear into the red bag and then place it back on the rack. Your red bag cannot be checked on race morning, but you will have access to it. We do recommend to prepare everything on Saturday to avoid the additional distance between T1 and T2 on race morning. Drop the white bag at the white bag drop-off points on race morning. Look for the white bag signage. You'll see a balloon that'll say white bag. The drop-off is available from 6 in the morning till 8 in the morning at Transition 1 exit. Numbered containers according to your bib number, and it can be picked up after the race in the after-race area. Please put your streetwear and shoes only in the bag. Do not place your pump inside the bag. There is a box inside T1 to put your pump and your sticker on it when you want to drop it off there. Also, do not put any valuables in your white bags, please, and your white bag has to close properly, so don't exceed the size of your bag. Timing chips will be handed out in Transition 1 after bike check-in. Please don't leave Transition after check-in without your timing chip. Chip and straps are handed out separately. Make sure you assemble them correctly before heading to the swim start, as indicated in the pictures below. Wear your timing chip on your left ankle and under the wetsuit. Always wear your chip on race day. No chip equals no time. An athlete not wearing a timing chip is not able to qualify for the World Championships. Your timing chip will be collected in return for your bike at bike checkout in Transition 2. Please do not give it to anyone on the finish line. If you forget your timing chip or lose your timing chip on the course, please notify an Ironman staff member as soon as possible for a replacement. We will have bike mechanic service available in Transition 1 for check-in and on race day morning. Race bib numbers must not be worn during the swim. Please do not mark your bag or your rack in any other way other than the bike sticker or bag stickers you're given. Socks or compression socks covering the feet are not allowed during the swim, and calf guards are allowed as long as it's a wetsuit legal swim. Medical and rescue by the organizer will be handling all rescue and treatment on the course, but please make sure to have your own medical insurance in place in case you need to undergo any treatment in a hospital or elsewhere, and this insurance needs to cover racing accidents. Your safety is our primary concern. The medical team will be staffing the medical facilities at the finish line. The Land of Legends medical resources will also be available while you're out on the course and in both transition zones. If you're not feeling well on race morning, we strongly advise that you do not start the event. If you decide not to start, please inform our race officials so we can officially withdraw you from the event. If you start to feel unwell at any point on the day, we urge you to seek help rather than try to continue. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You will not be disqualified for receiving medical evaluation. If at any time during the race you experience discomfort, dizziness, etc., please stop immediately and ask for medical attention. A medical evaluation or help getting medical assistance does not constitute as outside assistance, and you will not be disqualified. Manage your health and safety on race day. Race healthy and race smart. Ironman 70.3 Türkiye will be a rolling swim start. Start time is 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. There are limited toilets on the way to the swim start. Please use the ones in Transition 1 and in the buffet area of the beach park. It will take approximately 45 minutes to get the entire field across the swim start line. Each athlete's individual race time will only start when they cross the swim start timing mat under the swim start arch. The onshore pre-swim area will be self-seeded based on your expected predicted finish time for the 1.9 kilometer course. Athletes will seed themselves in these zones based on their predicted swim time. So, if you are a fast swimmer and expect to swim under 35 minutes, you would start somewhere in the front. If you're a slower swimmer, you would need to start somewhere near the back. There is a water-based warm-up possible only until 7:45 a.m. on the right side of the swim start arch near the warm-up sign. Please make sure you seat yourself correctly, and a group of athletes will start every couple of seconds. Do not stress. Your race time does not start until you cross the swim start mat. This is an overhead view of the swim start and Transition 1 area. At the top left-hand side of the screen, you'll see Transition 1. As you walk out of Transition, you'll see the white bag drop-off. You'll see the yellow route is the way to Transition at the swim exit. At the far bottom left is the ambulance service. Besides that, to the right is the swim start area. To the right of that is the swim exit area and the flow to Transition 1. The rolling swim start process is easy. If you swim under 30 minutes, start in the front. Under 35 minutes in the next group, under 40 in the next, under 45 minutes in the next, and then the over 45 minutes expected swimmers at the back, please. Find the sign based on your honest expected swim time and seed yourself in the rolling start pen. Swimmers of a relay team will line up with other athletes according to their expected swim times. Swimming with athletes that have a similar pace like you will enhance your comfort and performance on race day. Don't line up in the front if you do not expect to finish the swim in 25 minutes or less. Lining up in the wrong position is affecting your experience and the experience of athletes around you. Your swim is a two-loop course. The first outer loop is 1.2 kilometers and the inner loop is 700 meters. On the first loop, follow the yellow boys to pass them on your left shoulder. On the inner loop, follow the red boys to pass them on your right shoulder. The expected water temperature will be around 24 degrees. Official water temperature will be communicated 1 hour before the swim start. Make sure you check the info boards in transition and bring your wetsuit with you just in case. Wetsuits may be worn in water temperature up to and including 24.5 degrees. The start is a beach start, and there is an Australian exit that requires you to leave the water, run across the timing mat, around a marker, and re-enter the water for the second 700-meter loop. If you feel unwell during the swim, roll onto your back, raise and wave your hand to alert the water safety team. You won't be disqualified for holding onto a safety kayak. This is the overhead view of the swim course. Starting on the left-hand side, swimming directly out, keeping the boys on your left shoulder, turning left after approximately 400 meters, swimming to around 600 meters, turning left again, and then exiting onto the beach at the Aussie exit at about 1.2 kilometers, running over the timing mat, back into the water for that inward 700-meter loop, now keeping the boys on your right shoulder, turning right, right again, and out to the exit and up to transition. The swim exit must be reached following the official course. You must cross the Australian exit timing mat. All athletes must cross the timing mat at the swim exit too. The cutoff time for the swim is 1 hour 10 minutes of your race time when you cross the swim start mat. If you don't start the race or drop out before reaching the swim exit, please communicate immediately with the medical staff, race director, or staff in transition. Failing to communicate will initiate an emergency search and rescue to be paid for by you, the athlete. The distance from the swim exit to transition is about 300 meters. Bikes are racked on standard bike racks. Blue bags have to be put back on the hangers after changing, so you will return your blue bag to the hanger. The mount line will be marked by a neon-colored line. Please do not ride your bicycle in transition. Push your bike to the mount line. Once you cross, hop on your bike, and off you go. This is an overhead view of the transition 1. The bottom left, you'll enter. Your blue bag racks will be there. There is benches for you to change. You change, you follow around. The relay waiting zone is on the top of the screen. The relay bike racks will be at the top as well. You will then run down to your bike rack, collect your bike, make sure your helmet is on your head with your chin strap in place, collect your bike, walk your bike to the bike out, cross the mount line, and start your bike ride. The bike course is beautiful. It is flat and on new asphalt. You have about 8 kilometers on an out and back section towards Cadrier before going on 2 loops of the 35k towards the Expo 2016. There are no technical downhill sections. There are 2 turnaround points, and please pass them slowly and carefully. The turnaround point at kilometer 45 is extremely narrow. Please follow the directions and take extra care. Don't be in your tri-bars, and always remember when turning, keep the inside pedal up. You have 2 full aid stations you pass at 18 kilometers, 31.5, 55.5, and 68.3 kilometers. Aid station 2 is in a lay-by separated from the actual road of the course, so please make up your mind early enough if you'd like to use it and follow the directional signage. Doing so late may cause an accident with the bike behind you. Discard your bottles and wrappers only in the aid stations, please, and all aid stations are on the right-hand side. This is the overview of the bike course. On the right-hand side, the red is the short loop before going to the yellow side of the bike course, which is a 2-loop ride of that particular section. The far turnaround points are sharp U-turns, so please be aware, and they are narrow, so ride carefully. The flow of the aid station is litter zone or trash at the start, then toilets, then water, ISO drink, energy bars, ISO again, water, toilets, and a litter zone at the end. On the bike aid station, the bottles and food will be handed out by our volunteers, so please say thank you. For water in the bike bottles of 750 ml fits in a standard bottle cage. The ISO is also in bottles of 750 ml, and the bars, energy bars, will be handed in half bars for your convenience. Aid Station 2 on the bike is in a lay-by just after a left turn in the expo area. When you see the aid station signage or the helium balloon marking the aid station, please make sure you move to the right if you want to get something from the aid station. Move to the left if you don't need anything from the aid station and want to pass. If you've been to the aid station, please be careful when you enter back onto the course, as other bikers will be passing at high speed. Between kilometer 84 and kilometer 89, you'll ride on the left side of the road and have car traffic on the right-hand side. Please be very careful. Keep on the right at all times, overtake on the left, and immediately merge back to the right after completing the pass. A maximum of 2 athletes allowed side by side and only when overtaking, so you cannot overtake an overtaker. Please do not cut corners. Do not litter. It is a disqualification. You must know the course. It's your responsibility as an athlete to do so, so we suggest downloading the athlete's guide and having a closer look. The cutoff time for the bike is 5 hours 30 of overall race time from your swim start time. Automatic penalty with no warning if you infringe any of these rules. It's forbidden to go into the opposite lane. That's a disqualification. For drafting, it's a blue card, 2-minute time penalty. For blocking, a yellow card, 30-second time penalty. And all cards must be served at the next penalty box you come to. Penalty box 1 is in the bike roundabout at kilometer 8, 40, 50 and 82. Penalty box 2 is located inside the transition 2 area. Not serving your penalty will lead to disqualification. These are the drafting rules. The draft zone is considered 12 meters from the bike in front of you's front wheel to your front wheel. Once you enter the draft zone, you have 25 seconds to complete the pass. Once you are alongside the bike in front of you, it is their responsibility to drop back out of the draft zone. Passing is only allowed on the left side. Blue card for drafting, red card disqualification for passing on the right-hand side, and a yellow card for blocking or riding alongside another athlete without passing. If you get a yellow card, you must stop at the next penalty box you get to for 30 seconds. If you get a blue card, stop at the next penalty tent you get to for 2 minutes. Red card is a disqualification. A combination of 3 blue cards is also a disqualification. If you feel unwell during the bike or the run, there's medical assistance at the aid stations, but if you're not near or at one, stop and let someone know you need help. Anyone can help. Have them alert the nearest aid station or staff member, and make sure you give them your bib number for faster assistance. If you stop the race or quit, you must inform a referee to reach race command or inform the team leader in the transition area. If the road or weather conditions do increase the risk in a specific area, we will have marshals with a red flag on these parts of the course to show you to slow down. So if you see a marshal with a red flag, slow down. Shimano is our official bike mechanical service at the expo and in transition area. Pumps and tubes will be available at aid stations with pumps in the transition area. For mobile support, there'll be 1 tech car and stationary service as well as a SAG vehicle on the course. The stationary service at aid stations is at kilometer 18, 31.5, 55.5, 68.3. IRONMAN 70.3 Türkiye is an individual competition. You have to be able to fix minor mechanical problems yourself and carry the necessary equipment for it. Welcome back to Transition 2 at the Land of Legends. You'll see the bike in at the bottom right-hand side of the screen. The red line indicates the dismount line. Dismount your bike before you go. Push your bike into transition. There are toilets and changing tents available. Rack your bike according to your number. Follow the flow through transition all the way around. Grab your red bag, put your bike gear into your red bag, put your run gear on, rehang your red bag, and then follow the course out onto the run. The penalty tent is located at the top right-hand side of the screen as you exit transition. Your run is 3.5 loops. It is flat and it is fast, and it'll take you through the Land of Legends, past your friends and family. So enjoy. The run course is a 3.5 lap course, as we said. There are no lap bands handed out, so please count your laps and check your watch for your distance. It's forbidden to use headphones or similar devices on the run. The aid stations are at kilometer 1.1, 3.5, 6 kilometers, 7.8, 10.2, 12.6, 14.5, 16.8, 19.3 kilometers. There's an additional Red Bull station at 2.8, 9.5, and 16.2 kilometers. Please discard cups and wrappers at the aid stations only. There's a very tight area on the run course along the Venetian Channel in the Land of Legends, so please overtake safely in these 300 meters. After finishing, please proceed to the after finisher area right away. The cut-off time for the run and your overall time is 8 hours and 30 minutes from your swim start. Here are your run course rules. If you take a shortcut, urinate in public, litter outside the official drop zones within the aid stations, if you receive outside assistance or coaching. In the case of coaching, the coach has to stay outside the race course. The coach has to stand, no running beside the athlete allowed, and no riding along the run course next to the athlete. It is forbidden to bring someone down the finish line with you. The finish line is for athletes only, so please observe this rule. It's forbidden to carry an iPod, mobile phone, camera, GoPro, or anything like that. If you infringe these rules, it is a red card disqualification. This is the flow through the run aid station. A litter zone at the front, toilets, water, ISO, crackers and bars, fruits, gels, Red Bull or Coke, ISO, water, toilets, and a litter zone at the end. We'll have the following products at the run station. Water in bottles of 0.3 milliliters, ISO mix in cups of 150 mils, Red Bull in cups of 150 mils, Coke in cups of the same, bars, energy bars cut in half, gel is on-the-go gels, fruits include bananas and oranges, and snacks include potato chips and other snacks. The finish and the after finish area. These allow some room for the other athletes when crossing the finish line. Everybody wants that photo. Do not run down the finish line with other people, family members, etc. Athletes only, please. After the finish line, you'll be handed a medal and there'll be water. Family and friends are not allowed in the after finish area. If you need medical assistance, you'll find it at the after finish area, and food and white bags can be found directly in the after finish area. After finishing the race, please do not leave the finish until you're reasonably certain that you're okay to do so. If you feel unwell, please go to the medical tent to be evaluated by the medical team. You can reach the after finish area directly from the finish line. The after finish area is an athlete-only area, and access is granted only with an athlete's wristband. In this area, you'll find food and drinks, white bags. In addition, massage service can be found at the tent of our partner, PT Academy. Dressing rooms, showers, and toilets can be found at the theme park entrance close to the Dragon's Gate. Toilets are close to the food court and in the shopping mall. Please get familiar with the locations before race day. There'll be a family area close to the after finish area that allows you to meet your supporters after the race. The family area is between the finish area and the Nickelodeon Hotel. Only access for athlete supporters with family wristbands. Access can be found next to the merchandise store. Food can be found in the athletes only area after finish area. Make sure you refuel beforehand or take food with you to the family area. Please ask your supporters to leave room for other athletes. Athletes wanting to rest should take priority over family members or supporters. Every member of a relay team has got to go to the registration in person and sign a waiver. The relay biker checks in his or her bike and hands over the timing chip to the swimmer. The swimmer has to line up at the rolling start according to their honest expected swim time. The cyclist waits for the swimmer in the designated relay zone in transition 1. The runner waits for the cyclist in the designated relay zone in transition 2. The timing chip is your relay stick and has to be handed from one team member to the next in the transition area. There's a designated relay waiting zone close to the finish line. Let's check out your post-race procedure. Bike checkups will be available from 3 until 6 p.m. You'll need your athlete's wristband to check out your bike. Your blue and red bag will be collected in transition 2 together with your bike, and you'll have to hand your timing chip in return for your bike in transition 2, so please don't give it to anyone on the finish line. If you'd like to protest or appeal, after finish the race, please check your results on the results board or on the Ironman Tracker app. If you have questions, see our officials at the race office, which is near the finish line. Protests will be accepted between 5:15 and 5:30 p.m. at the after finish area. No appeals will be accepted outside of this time. Protests and appeals will only be accepted with a deposit of €50 or the equivalent in Turkish lira, according to the rules of the Turkish Triathlon Federation. Awards presentations will take place at Sunday at 6:30 p.m. at the Chateau Stage Expo area. Provisional results will be available shortly after the race online via the Ironman Tracker app. You will be called on the stage to podium by our announcers. You must attend in person at the above time to collect your trophy and or accept your World Championship slot. This cannot be accepted on your behalf. Athletes registered in the Open Division will not be eligible for World Championship slots or age group awards. The awards presentation will take place at Sunday at 6:30 at the Chateau Stage Expo area. Slot allocation will be directly after the awards presentation. There are 30 male and 30 female qualifying slots for the 2026 Ironman 70.3 World Championships in Nice, France, and they'll be announced and presented then. When accepting a slot, athletes must show their athlete's wristband and a valid ID, and payment must be made on site, debit or credit card payments only. The price of the entry fee is €810.39, including all fees and taxes. Each male and female age group is allocated one slot to be awarded to the overall age group winner. All other slots are allocated to the performance pool for each gender. If the automatic qualifying slot is not taken by the winner in the age group, it will roll down to the second place finisher and then to the third place finisher if it's not accepted again. If the automatic qualifying slot for a specific age group is not taken, the slot is allocated to that gender's performance pool for qualifying slots. Once the age group slots have been offered, the performance pool slots will be allocated based on age-graded finish time for each athlete. Athletes from Russia and Belarus are not eligible for World Championship slots according to the Global Ironman policy. What if? If you lose your timing chip, you can collect another one in transition. If you finish without a timing chip, report this to the finish line staff as soon as you cross the line. If you've wrapped your bike but decide not to start, immediately email us on turkey70.3@ironman.com. If you arrive at the start line but decide not to start, immediately report to the race director or athlete service. If you decide to withdraw during the event, you must report to an official. Are you ready to race? Are you ready to show the world that you can be an Ironman 70.3 finisher? If you're not 100% sure you understood everything correctly, we'll have a last race update on Saturday, November 1st at 10:30 in the expo area. Make sure you come and see us there. And good luck.